Now let's understand the drawing primitives. So we are going to learn about python.draw. So there are different drawing primitive like lines, rectangles, polygons, circle, ellipse. So these are the different primitive functions we can perform with the help of Python Pygame. So if you want to draw a line, rectangle, polygon, circle or ellipse, there is a defined syntax. With the help of that simple syntax, we can create a drawing. So there are different functions which are already present like pygame.draw.rect, rect for drawing the rectangle. To draw a polygon, we have pygame.draw.polygon. Then to draw circle, we have pygame.draw.circle. Same for ellipse, arc, lines. For single line, we can use pygame.draw.line, and for multiple lines, there is pygame.draw.lines. Okay. So these are the two different types of line, that is AA line, which is known as anti-aliasing line. So what is anti-aliasing line? Anti-aliasing is generally used in fast game so that curved edges, shadows, filters look smooth and realistic. For example, if you want to draw a smooth line, in that case, we will use AA line, anti-aliasing line. So when high resolution images are presented in a low resolution, then these lines are basically used. And aliasing means stair-step line or jagged object or edges. When the line is smooth, it is known as anti-aliasing, and when there is a stair-step lines, then those lines are called as aliasing lines. Okay, so when we want to draw a smooth line in our game, so that it should look smooth and to get a good graphics, we will use AA line. Now these are some basic syntax of rectangle, polygon. So we will go through this syntax and then we will start with the code so that you will better understand how to use these different functions. So the first is rectangle. So pygame.draw.rectangle. So this is the syntax to draw a rectangle. So in this parenthesis, what are the different arguments which we need to pass? So the first is the surface. So surface is the screen surface on which we are going to draw certain object. So first we need to pass the screen surface. Then the second thing is we are going to pass the color. So either here you can directly write the name of the color, or you need to pass the tuple of the RGB format. RGB means red, green, blue. So 3 color coordinates you have to pass here in the form of tuple. And then we will pass the rectangle object which takes the two arguments, and then line is optional. Okay, so then we need to pass the position and dimensions of the rectangle, and then the last parameter is width. Width is optional. So basically this width is used when we want to fill the rectangle, and there are different functions like if width is equal to 0, it fills the rectangle. If width is greater than 0, it is used for line thickness, and if width is less than 0, nothing will be drawn. So whenever we want some hollow rectangle, in that case we use width, and when we want the solid rectangle, we don't use this width function. Similarly for polygon, the first parameter is the surface, which is the screen surface. The second parameter is the color, in which color we want our polygon. So here we can pass either tuple RGB format, or we can directly write the name of the polygon, and then we will pass the points through which we want to draw a polygon. Basically polygon is the enclosed area, so points should be more than 3 or more than 3. So you have to pass the coordinates either 3 or more than 3. And similarly the width is the optional parameter. If you want to fill the polygon, then width is 0. If you want to use the line thickness, then width is greater than 0, and if it is less than 0, nothing will be drawn. The next is the circle. To use circles, we have pygame.draw.circle method. Here again we will pass certain arguments here. The first is the screen surface, like where you want to draw the polygon, so that is the surface. Second is the color, which is the RGB format. you can pass tuple or the name of the color. Then the next is the center and then radius. And again, the width is optional parameter. So when you want to, that width is used in case of solid circle or only the hollow circle. So width parameter plays that role. The next is pygame.draw.line. So line is drawn with the help of this function, and here again some parameters are passed. First is the surface on which we want to draw the line, that is the screen. The second is the color of the line. Then we have to pass the starting position of the line and the ending position of the line, and then width of the line, thickness of the line. Then arc, we can draw arc or tick arc with the help of this function. Surface, color, then rectangle coordinates, and then the starting angle and the stop angle. Okay, to draw a rectangle, we have to pass the screen surface on which we want to draw the arc, color of the arc, then these are the rectangle coordinates, 4 coordinates we need to pass, x and y, and starting angle and the stop angle. So these are some of the basic functions of line, rectangle, polygon, circle,